All right, what's up? Hello and welcome. It's Monday, March 24th, 2025. I'm Zach Howard. Here is your start to the week here. It's Macro Monday. In my notebook, thoughts to start the week. First up, copper. Look at this chart here. All-time highs, 5.15 a pound US dollars for copper. Not a lot of fanfare into this nice bull market. Higher lows, higher highs. Beautiful to see this, and not a lot of fanfare, as I mentioned, like some other overcrowded markets over the last year. Plus, people were pretty bullish on copper, including myself, a year ago, and never really took off. But in this disinflationary backdrop, we got copper really doing its thing. AI themes, um, data centers, the build out of all the infrastructure is going to be needed for the revolution of technology that's coming, no doubt about it. Similar set as we look through the lens of Bitcoin, silver, copper, all pointing to breakouts of potentially higher lows, higher highs. Bitcoin breaking away from its downtrend here, potentially back to bullish trend. We get above 92,000 on this US dollar level for Bitcoin, kind of like that. And those three similar sets, Bitcoin, copper, silver, kind of front running potentially no longer disinflationary into April, May, but potentially stagflationary environment, which those assets trade a lot better in as opposed to disinflation, which we are currently in. So looking at that, Bitcoin had 6 consecutive days of positive inflows into those Bitcoin ETFs. And as a result, you see the resulting price action. Further to that, Mike Saylor, strategy out this morning, announced they bought another 6,911 Bitcoin last week for 584 million. Now brings the total on their balance sheet 506,000 plus Bitcoin for a fiat market cap value $44.4 billion. Next up, the VIX right here. Boo. Below 19. What happens? We get a risk on potentially in the U.S. equities as a result as that volatility pulling back. Shorter term bounce. We've had considerable headwinds into further price action. Here we go into the end of March now, a week from today, and we have this big, massive JP Morgan Whale options quarterly roll at the end of every quarter. So that's potentially setting up for short-term bounce in markets to end this quarter. Looking at that as they kind of roll that out to end the quarter. Europe, China continue to be benefactors from flows flowing out of the U.S. and into those markets, and where there's so much capital trapped in those Mag 7 names in the U.S. equities, and they flow out. It doesn't take much to move those other left for dead markets. So continuing to watch that. Gold continues to do its thing into all-time highs, and that's what I got for you today. We will see you tomorrow.